The expediency of vesting the power of pardoning in the president has, if I mistake not, been only contested in relation to the crime of treason. This, it has been urged, ought to have depended upon the assent of one or both of the branches of the legislative body. I shall not deny that there are strong reasons to be assigned for requiring in this particular the concurrence of that body or of a part of it, as treason is a crime leveled at the immediate being of the society. When the laws have once ascertained the guilt of the offender, there seems a fitness in referring the expediency of an act of mercy towards him to the judgment of the legislature, and this ought the rather to be the case, as the supposition of the connivance of the chief magistrate ought not to be entirely excluded. But there are also strong objections to such a plan. It is not to be doubted that a single man of prudence and good sense is better fitted in delicate conjectures to balance the motives which may plead for and against the remission of the punishment than any numerous body whatever. It deserves particular attention that treason will often be connected with seditions which embrace a large proportion of the community, as lately happened in Massachusetts. In every such case, we might expect to see the representation of the people tainted with the same spirit which had given birth to the offense, and when parties were pretty equally matched, the secret sympathy of the friends and favorers of the condemned person, availing itself of the good nature and weakness of others, might frequently bestow impunity where the terror of an example was necessary. On the other hand, when the sedition had proceeded from causes which had inflamed the resentments of the major party, they might often be found obstinate and inexorable when policy demanded a conduct of forbearance and clemency. But the principal argument for reposing the power of pardoning in this case in the chief magistrate is this: in seasons of insurrection or rebellion, there are often critical moments when a well-timed offer of pardon to the insurgents or rebels may restore the tranquility of the commonwealth, and which, if suffered to pass unimproved, it may never be possible afterwards to recall. The dilatory process of convening the legislature or one of its branches for the purpose of obtaining its sanction to the measure would frequently be the occasion of letting slip the golden opportunity. The loss of a week, a day, an hour may sometimes be fatal if it should be observed that a discretionary power with a view to such contingencies might be occasionally conferred upon the president. It may be answered in the first place that it is questionable whether in a limited constitution that power could be delegated by law, and in the second place that it would generally be impolitic beforehand to take any step which might hold at the prospect of impunity. A proceeding of this kind out of the usual course would be likely to be construed into an argument of timidity or of weakness, and would have a tendency to embolden guilt. A proceeding of this kind out of the usual course would be likely to be construed into an argument of timidity or of weakness, and would have a tendency to embolden guilt. March 25th, 1788, New York Packet, Federalist 78, Publius, Alexander Hamilton. March 25th, 1788.